Globally, at least 25 million kilometers of roads will be constructed by 2050, enough to circle the Earth over 600 times. 90% of this phenomenal expansion will take place in developing countries. This is a good time to remind ourselves that roads are not just means to get from A to B. Roads, especially highways, are massive structures, and so they affect the hydrology of entire areas. This means that they can obstruct runoff, create waterlogging, lead to flooding and erosion, and get damaged in the process. However, this also means that they can be used to guide runoff strategically to minimize flooding and erosion and to store it in the landscape. With bigger, healthier water buffers, arid landscapes become more resilient to climate variability and dry spells. In low-lying areas, such as Bangladesh and the Netherlands, roads are used for flood protection and as flood shelters, year in and year out. With increasing climate variability, the threat of floods is increasing, and the flood protection functions of roads is becoming more and more critical. Vegetation is planted along roads for various reasons, such as minimizing the rise and spread of dust due to vehicular traffic. From a climate point of view, roadside plantations can be planned and incorporated as a concerted strategy for boosting carbon sequestration. So it is a design challenge to minimize the effect of roads on the ecology and to minimize damage to roads by surface water. And it is an opportunity to design and develop green roads for water, or roads that act as instruments of climate resilience apart from facilitating transport. By using innovative designs of roads and water harvesting structures along roads that improve drainage, minimize road damage, and divert floods and runoff systematically. Where water was responsible for 35% of all road damage, road design is being optimized to reverse erosion, flooding, and waterlogging, and to channel that water productively to improve soil moisture in agricultural fields, increase groundwater levels, and make agriculture, rangeland, and fisheries water secure. Such creative uses of roads are helping boost climate resilience of communities around the world. They are rather low cost in comparison to total road investment and have scope for application in countries across the world. In Kenya, green roads for water interventions have been carried out for the past 5 years. They are concentrated in arid and semi-arid areas, communities bearing the brunt of climate change effects. They are being implemented through cooperation between the county governments of Makueni, Kitui and Machakos, Sahelian Solutions Foundation, African Sand Dam Foundation, Southeastern Kenya University and Meta Meta Kenya.
We wanted them to do real things, not just to cut bushes and then after a short while they grow again. So we wanted them like to do even roads for water. And that really helped a lot, where there is a road and then the families begin to, the adjacent families to the road begin to get a furrow so that they can do irrigation. That helped, you know, a lot. And of course the youth would get money themselves, and even some youth would get money and begin to go into business. We also work with the First Lady.
Kitui County, trenches have been dug that divert road runoff towards pasture land, where they are used in the production of indigenous grass for livestock. This extra water harvested is crucial in the county, which is predominantly arid or semi-arid and predominantly pastoral. Borrow pits are created as a result of excavations to extract earth material for various purposes, including road construction. Rather than filling them up after the excavation is done, they can be used to receive and store water running off from roads. The water stored here can be used for irrigation. Over a period of time, it also percolates down into the aquifer, recharging the groundwater reserves.
Jina naitwa Gladys Malila kutoka Boni East, Mukimwani. Nashukuru Mungu kwa wakati huu kuwa na wageni kwenye shamba letu kutoka county. Wamekuja kututembelea na tunashukuru Mungu. Tunao mradi wa maji ambao tulioanza mwaka wa 2015 na tuliuanza kwa ajili ya ukame ambao uko katika area yetu. Mradi wenyewe umetusaidia sana katika upanzi wa mimea shambani, na haswa tumekuwa tukipanda hizi French beans ambazo tunauza, zinapelekwa kwa export. Maji yenyewe tumetoa kwa barabara, maji ambayo inapita na barabara. Tumechimba mtaro kutoka barabarani, umeteremsha maji mpaka kwa damu. Na maji yenyewe huwa yanachukua muda wa mwaka mzima, hayakauki. Na tumeweza kulima, tumepanda French beans, tumepanda mandizi, na hata tuna uwezo wa kutumia katika nyumba zetu. Kwa hivyo shida ya maji sisi hatuna kwa sababu ya mradi ambao tulioanza.
Green roads for water measures involve protecting the road as well. That is what this Gabion wall is doing here. Conversely, land adjacent to the road has to be protected from the erosion caused by the road runoff. That's what these Gabion check dams are doing. Planting grass alongside the Gabion wall and the check dam helps boost land stabilization further. Mitre drains or cutoff drains are yet another technique for diverting road runoff towards farmland. This has helped boost farm productivity in Makueni County. When it rains in Makueni County, earthen roads become inaccessible. Non-vented drifts such as this one are concrete structures that hold during rains, serving as road crossings and preventing flash floods even as it pours down here. There is sand stored on the upstream side of the drift, which catches the rainwater and holds it for domestic and farm use during the dry season. Farmers and young people in general have to shoulder much of the responsibility to implement these solutions on the ground and to help spread them among farmers, officials and policymakers. So, a number of trainings of trainers have been organized during the Youth Engagement Program in Makueni by the Department of Devolution, the County Administration, Participatory Development, Youth and Public Service, in partnership with Department of Roads, Transport, Energy and Public Works. The runoff harvested from the road can be used right at the roadside to plant trees. With the right kind of trees, this can help improve the microclimate around the road, control erosion, reduce the chances of flood, and even generate income for road-adjacent communities that plant and nurture them. As most of Kenya's county governments grapple with the negative effects of climate change, they must chart a course towards climate resilience and adaptation. Green roads for water interventions are practical steps we can take towards that goal, with tangible, measurable impacts on landscapes and livelihoods.
Majina yangu ni Wycliffe Ndolo Mwema kutoka Duluku location, Midhumo sub location, Boni East. Na nimefurahia sana na hii mradi ambao umefanywa na kwa barabara kwa kuchimba mitaro kuweka kwa shamba, na imenisaidia sana kama mkulima, kwa sababu kutoka hii mtaro ingia hapa kama vile mmeona nimepanda mandizi, nimeongezea hata miembe yangu saizi hata imetoa maembe, na ni wakati ambao si wa season ya maembe. Kwa hivyo mimi nimefurahia sana tangu hii project ifanyike kutoka 2017. Nimefurahia na nimepata usaidizi mkubwa. Kwa hivyo napenda kutoa shukrani nyingi kwa vile kazi ambayo tumefanyiwa na county government yetu pamoja na engineer wetu wa Boni constituency Bwana Maluki. Tumefurahia sana na tumeshukuru sana. Tunashukuru pia county government kwa hiyo kazi mzuri ambayo imetufanyia.